The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, Swift. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Swift. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Swift, the ball.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 3.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's going to have another 1st. Down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this one to go. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They will run it with Swift here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Intercepted, picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you, and now look at this. Instant dividends, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Second and 7. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
One more time with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Lions 21. Bears nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Stafford. From left side, taken in by Galladay. And he lost the football. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Coming to the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it's going to be second down. To throw again. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
That's Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Chicago.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First down, a run with Cohen. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. pushed before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now an option play on 2nd down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Bears.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now they're running Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
29-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Brings 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Bears' 3-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Lions 42, Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 9 now. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Bears on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go back total at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They're trying to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Once again, it's Swift. And this time he is in.
Yes.
DeAndre Swift taking it in. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Lions 49. Bears nothing. Matt Prater to kick.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken to about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win down for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Down, Chicago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And 11. At the 14-yard line.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He's going to let this go. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point? You just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward.